Yes guys, how's it going? Hope you're keeping well. Welcome back to another video with me from Siem Reap. I'm having an absolutely brilliant time so far here. I'm not here for that long. There are a few things around that I don't have the chance to do just because I'm not here for that long. Bit disappointed about that, but what I've done so far has been absolutely brilliant. The town has been fantastic. But today is time for the main event. We are headed to Angkor Wat, one of the most famous ancient Buddhist temples in the whole of Cambodia, if not the world. I think it's about a half an hour drive away. I haven't booked a taxi or anything. I'm just gonna head downstairs, hop in a tuk-tuk, and then head there to see what it's all about. So before we start exploring, I have to stop for some food because I haven't had like a proper meal today. I'm gonna do a price rundown now just, you know, to get out of the way. It is one of the more expensive days out you will have in Siem Reap. Prices probably will have inflated due to COVID over the last few years and due to the lack of tourists. I'm just winging it. I haven't booked anything. I'm just doing it on the day. So booking like an excursion or a tour probably will be cheaper. The tuk-tuk isn't too bad. So the guy's taking me from my hotel to Angkor Wat, driving me around because it's absolutely massive, and then back again. That's $20, which obviously isn't too bad. If there's two of you, $10 each, that's pretty good. For one day, it's $37 to go round. It's absolutely massive. It's known as the City of Temples. It is the largest religious monument area in the world. I've been recommended to do 2 days, but obviously I go back to Phnom Penh tomorrow, so I'm just doing the 1 day. Hopefully you can see as much as possible. It's something I've really wanted to see, so, you know, just gotta get stuck in. Obviously I'm a bit of a wally and I should have gone for food before getting on the tuk-tuk. The things they do here I've had already. For example, I have tried beef lok lak, and I've also had some Cambodian amok. Here it's $8.50, where I paid like $3 to $4. So obviously because you are in one of the most famous tourist locations in Asia, all the food and drink is doubled. So I'd advise having food before you come if you want to save more money, and bring your own bottles of water, which is what I've done. I think Angkor Wat is something like 330 acres of land. That's 430 football pitches in comparison. My only knowledge of it, or like imagery in my head, is obviously the main part, the most famous part that's surrounded by the moat. But there's like individual tours you can do. You can do like a smaller tour and like a larger tour, because I think there's just so much to it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and see as much as we can today and try and get a great experience of Angkor Wat. That looks fit. There's so much in it. All full up, done with food. That was spot on. That will sort me out until this evening. Just gotta find my tuk-tuk driver now, and it's time to finally visit Angkor Wat. I am buzzing for this. So I've been dropped off my first destination. We are at Ta Prohm temple. My driver's gone. He said he's gonna meet me on the other side. So from here I am solo for a little while. That sound is absolutely ridiculous. The mad thing about that is you can't see what's making that sound. Tell you what, that curry was big, and then hopping onto a tuk-tuk straight after, bopping up and down. Oh, not sitting well. I've chosen the right day to do a lot of walking. The temperature has dropped right down from what it was when I went out yesterday. Right, and this is where the ruins begin. Wow, just look at that. So these ruins date back to the 12th century, approaching 1,000 years old. Just look at the roots of these trees, how far down these must go into the earth. Some trees could be as old as the temple itself. This tree here is actually growing through the temple. That is so sick. It literally reminds me of King Louis's castle from the Jungle Book. Just look at this tree. Look how big the roots are. Got a duck to get under this one. It's lucky that I'm not the tallest of specimens. I wonder how all this debris gets like this, because these stones will be so heavy. There's no way that weather could make all of this fall down. Right, we're about to head into the central tower of the temple. Oh my god, I feel like I'm Indiana Jones. It's incredible how like the design and the sculpting, the attention to detail hasn't been like weathered down. It's still in a very good condition. It is honestly like a little maze. You've got all of these like corridors and rooms, and this is only a part of Angkor Wat. The roots of these trees is just so impressive. This place is absolutely huge, it just doesn't seem to end. It's so cool to think about what I'm walking around right now. Look at the roots of these trees. Follows all the way around here, grows up again, along. They just go absolutely everywhere. That is absolutely brilliant in there. It just kept going and going. There's so many different parts to visit. My driver said I need to meet him on the east side, but I've completely lost my bearings walking around there. Ah, the sound of the jungle never ceases to amaze me. Right, I've made it to the other side. Let's just hope that my driver is here waiting for me. I hope this is my guy. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, what a result. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. Right everyone, so here we are at our next stop. This is Bayon Temple, and oh my god, it looks absolutely unreal. Oh, there's a cat. Hello, kitty. It's honestly so amazing to be able to walk through these. I feel like I'm on a film set, but it's better because it's real. All these intricate little pathways. You want a photo? Okay. Got nothing but love and respect for the people of Cambodia. Those guys were like, oh, can we get some photos of you? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. I have no idea why they would want a photo with me, but they obviously just love my videos. I'm joking. But I was never going to say no. I was like, of course we can get a bloody photo. This is sketchy, but fun. There are so many Cambodian people here that are like with their families. They're all dressed up in like robes, like these really colourful outfits. For them, this isn't like a tour. Like, it's not something you just come and see because it's here. Like, this is like a very big part of their lives. Like, all of this is meaningful to them. Like, to us, it's just it is like an attraction. You come here to learn about like the culture and like see the amazing sights. And in some way, they probably will do that as well. But they come here because it's their livelihood. So this gives us like a little rundown of how they were to build a Khmer temple. So originally this was one big rock that they just carved into. Obviously additional pieces for like the wall were built from scratch. But to say they used stone dragging, stone lifting, foundation compression. It must have taken so many years to do this. Angkor Wat isn't just made up of these like big monuments, like the main ones that everyone will see online. Around the grounds there are hundreds of little temples all dotted about that you can stop and see. You can probably hear in the background that noise. That is ongoing restorations to the temples. Like, all of this here, all of this scaffolding has been put in place to make sure the structures stay up. But that is Bayon Temple complete. It's now time for our final destination. Right here waiting for me, what a legend. What an absolutely incredible thing to come and see. Oh no, there's monkeys everywhere again. There was absolutely hundreds of them back there. So we've just taken a quick stop because I just wanted to show you the moat. Look at the size of it. This thing surrounds the entirety of the grounds. It is absolutely huge. Right, so here we are. I've been dropped off at Angkor Wat itself. It's a very long drive away, got a bit of a way to walk before we get there. But I just wanted to say what a beautiful place this is. The countryside of Cambodia is absolutely just stunning. Visiting these ancient temples has been such a privilege. I cannot recommend this place highly enough. And that's Cambodia as a whole. It has been absolutely brilliant. So Angkor Wat, this temple complex, is what I mentioned earlier to be 430 acres. Obviously the whole thing that I've been around, I don't even want to think how many acres it is. Thousands and thousands and thousands. But for $37 you can see so much stuff. And yeah, back there on the way there was like a spot where people were taking loads of photos of monkeys. They didn't look too dangerous. Loads of places to get food and drink if need be. So yeah, really good. Angkor Wat is actually 3 times the size of Vatican City. And Vatican City is classed as its own country. That's quite a cool thing to say. You can say it's 3 times bigger than a country. So the main bridge to the temples is actually being restored at the moment, so they've closed it off and installed this. Hello, you alright? See, everyone just says hello. Love it. So they've installed like this water bridge and it's like really bouncy. So here we are at the main entrance to Angkor Wat. It's actually quite busy today, so it's quite nice to have like a bit of an atmosphere. Oh my god. Would you just look at the size of this place? I honestly think from where I've been dropped off to walking up to Angkor Wat itself, probably about a mile. You can see it from the distance and you're like, that does look a long way, and it is. Can't wait to get inside though and have a look around. It is absolutely massive. It's like a palace. Right, up the steps we go. We're finally here, we finally made it all the way in the northwest side of Cambodia. Angkor Wat in all its glory. And it is, it's breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. Done that massive walk. The ground's absolutely fantastic. Got these like lakes, there's people everywhere. Everyone's in good spirit, nothing but vibes. There's just something about architecture around the Buddhist religion that is just simply sublime. This is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, and still it stands the test of time. So as you can see, they're doing restorations on it now, which is a bit of a shame, but to be fair, we are technically in the off season. My driver said that the prime time for like tourism is November. That's when they have their best weather as well. And I was like, best weather? It's so hot. He was like, no, it gets hotter than this. I was like, oh my god, I would melt. Wow, you could do leg day on these. Look how incredibly steep these stairs are. Do you think in the UK, if there was something like this, the council would tear it down? Make room, we need another Morrison's. Oh my god, I think we can climb it. Up we go. If you have vertigo, I do not recommend this. Wow. Oh my god. That is so high up. My mum would absolutely hate this. At first they wouldn't let me up here because my shorts were too high. Luckily I'm wearing quite a long top, so I just pulled them down a little and then tied them really tight. Because I just had to come up here and take a look, and obviously I don't want to be disrespectful. It is absolutely superb. Got all the jungles, you can see the walls of the grounds, all the gardens. Mwah. Now this is the scary bit, getting down. Here we go. Right, I managed to get down all safe and sound. There was like this elderly couple in front of me. They absolutely bossed it. What troopers. It's daunting coming down there. One slip and you're gone. Right, it's time to head out of Angkor Wat now and head back to my tuk-tuk. What an amazing piece of history to come and visit. Just look at where I am. It is absolutely unbelievable. So time for one last walk through the gardens. Gonna take a different route this time, and then it's time to head back. The temptation to stand in front of that is so high. That is just fantastic, isn't it? Like, you can't even deny it. It's one of the best days I've had this. See, this is a really good idea. You can rent these mountain bikes and just cycle around the entire place. Right, we have reached the end of the track. Goodbye, Angkor Wat. It has been amazing. Right, where's my driver at? Oh, there he is waiting for me. Hi, mate. Oh, thank you so much. Right, everyone, I am back. One absolutely brilliant day out. I'm so gutted this is my last full day in Siem Reap. I wish I stayed a bit longer because there are a few things around outside of the town that I have missed, and due to the lack of time I just couldn't fit it in, because I have got to get back to Phnom Penh to do my test and then head to Australia on Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me as I visited Angkor Wat and all of those fantastic ancient temples. You know what, all the walking about has actually done me good, because I need an early night tonight because I've got to wake up at 3 AM to watch Liverpool in the Champions League, and then I've got to get back up again at like 8 to head to the bus stop. My driver was such a goat, like giving me so much water. I'm a very big water drinker, and for no extra cost he was giving me bottles of water. $20. I was with him for about 4 hours. He'd take me to the locations, wait for me. I was allowed as much time as I wanted to explore. Absolutely brilliant guide. He's actually picking me up for the bus station for when I go back to Phnom Penh tomorrow. But I am going to end it here. Make sure you smash that like button, comment down below any questions you may have for me about my travels, and I'll be sure to answer those for you. And if you haven't already, hit that big red subscribe button and ding dong that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. As always, take care, and until the next one, goodbye.